Hi everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you so much for being here. Also, thank you so much for the love on yesterday's videos and honestly all of the ones that I've been putting out. I have loved the conversations that are popping up in the comments and all of that. So while you're here, please leave a comment down below about something you found interesting or something that you loved about this video before you leave. I would absolutely love that. It honestly makes my day whenever I see a comment come in from you guys. Today, we're gonna be back with another real talk video. Like I said, today we're getting into real talk because I was not able to do that shopping vlog that should be coming out tomorrow. Oh, we'll see. Today, while you're watching this, is another very busy day for me. So we'll just see if I can fit it in. It takes me about probably like 2-3 hours to get out and film it and that kind of thing. So we'll see if it happens. If not, I'm hoping for a Friday, Saturday shopping vlog. So there will still be one this week, but the schedule is a little weird. But anyway, so we're gonna get into some real talk today. Again, you guys seem to really enjoy these videos. I love sitting and chatting with you guys. It just is honestly like a little bit of therapy for me. You guys are my little therapeutic corner. So thank you so much. And I just wanna talk about why I'm still gonna plan and why I do still plan, even when nothing feels like it's going to those plans. Even when my life is like falling apart. Like the title of my channel or the name of my channel, Creating in Chaos, my life is often chaotic. Like I often feel like everything is happening all the time. If you're a parent and a working parent, or if you just have like a lot going on in your life, I would love to know if you agree with that sentiment. I feel like a lot of us just feel like we're carrying so much these days. I don't know, like it just feels like a lot. So I thought that this would probably be something a lot of folks could resonate with. And if I can offer like my perspective of why I stay in my planner and why I don't put it down, which is what I actually used to do. And we'll talk about that. But so like when my life is chaotic, you know, creating in chaos, when I'm behind, when my to-do list looks like it got run over by a bus or something, I still open my planner. And I want to talk about why and why I have done that this year and probably why I should have done it in years past. I am a bit of an avoider. I don't know if any of you have noticed that pattern of behavior for me, but anytime life gets tough for me, I tend to cut things. I tend to go kind of inward. So you'll see me disappear from this channel for months at a time. Hopefully not anymore. I'm really working hard to not do that anymore, but in the past, that has been like my pattern. Like I would be here for a couple months and then disappear. And those disappearing times got longer and longer until I realized that I needed some support. So I would disappear from not only the channel, but honestly, like I would throw my Franken planner to the side because if I can't even keep up with like something that I really love and enjoy, like this channel, like what point was it I thought to like write in my planner? But there is a point. There is definitely a point. And so when your life is a mess, when everything is going sideways, I try really hard not to say the swears on this channel, but you guys know what I mean. Adult word inserted here. I don't show it to you guys during that time because I don't know, like I want it to appear here as cool, but like this, like here's a week that I never went back and redid, but like I just did like the bare minimum. And this is like the end of summer when both of my kids were home for the summer. And I was just like, this is all I can do. I'm not gonna like fight this. I'm not gonna like look for other things. This is all I have. Sometimes it just looks like I gave up and you know, that's okay. Some of my spreads are mostly empty. Some are just like stickers and vibes. Like this cute, crazy cactus kit made me feel good looking in my planner. So I was like, well, I'm just here for the vibes. Like if I can get some stuff done with my planner, like that's cool. But sometimes I'm just really here for the vibes. But I wanted to kind of like let you guys know, like, and you feel free to let me know what you've got going on in your lives too. But here's a little bit about what's going on in my life and the things that we are juggling right now. They're pretty average, normal things, but it's a lot all at once. And again, as somebody who struggles with anxiety, like managing multiple tasks for me can be a challenge. So right now, my teenager is having a hard time on like multiple levels. I'm not going to disclose much more than that, but it's emotionally impacting me a lot, and it is something that's impacting like our entire family. If you just want to like send some good vibes her way, that would be awesome, but she is having a hard time. It is hard to be a teenager these days, I have to say, and I would say it's probably a lot harder than even when I was, because we didn't have as much social media, which is my jam typically. But like a lot of kids these days, I'm finding pretty much all of them have phones, and the way that they're connecting with one another is through social media. Like if they're, a lot of them are not really like making plans to meet up. And I feel like my kiddo is really missing out on some of those like face-to-face interactions and is kind of craving that. She also doesn't have, she has friends, I would say, but she doesn't have like that core group of friends. And I think that is hard for her too. She doesn't necessarily have like a best friend that she can call and kind of let know what's going on. And, you know, who wants to hang out with their parents when they're 17, you know, like, I think that she's just got like a lot going on, and we're in second semester of her junior year. And so it's just a lot for her right now. So that is kind of impacting our entire family. I also feel a bit like I am empathic, or like I can sense or gauge emotions of others. And so when someone around me is having a hard time, I tend to kind of absorb that. And so, not to say that like I blame her or anything, because feel your feelings, but like it's very exhausting for a lot of us in the house. So that is really hard for us, and probably really hard for her too. But both of our kids need to get back and forth between school and home. So whether that's taking the bus, arranging that, getting them to the bus stop, getting them to and from school, all of that, that is definitely something that I have to plan and prep for in the morning and make sure that I'm up. That is definitely one of my tasks in the home. And just end of school year shenanigans. Like, can I just put a PSA out to teachers everywhere? Like, parents love making memories with their kids. We love the field days. We love the everything, but like sometimes it can be a lot. And sometimes I think even for teachers, it can be a lot. So if we didn't do like all the activities at the end of the school year, I like wouldn't hate that, you know, like my kiddos class, and I think a couple of other classes this year are doing like, for the last 26 days of school, they're doing like ABC's Spirit Week, but then also like the entire school also had like a concurrent Spirit Week last week before the long weekend. And so we literally had like double Spirit Week days. And I was like, what kind of fresh hell is this? Like, who decided this was a good idea to have parents like try to concurrently run like 2 Spirit days in 1 week? Like, it was so much, but I love it, but it's a lot. And then I'm technically unemployed. Okay. But I'm also like doing some consulting work and some freelance stuff on the side. So I'm working probably about like 3 jobs, and probably going to be adding on more because I'm just insane, which it probably is my own fault. And I need to like evaluate what I can take on. But like, that plus everything else is a lot. My dog has a lot of energy, and she needs like walks and dog park trips all the time. Again, that's really good for me to like get outside and whatever. But again, these are just things that take up time and energy and all of that. My aging parents are needing more support. Being emotionally available to anyone in my family when I'm exhausted is rough. Again, as someone with anxiety, that can be really hard. Self-care, what's that? Is what I wrote down in here. And then trying to fit in any kind of wellness journey, which is something that I'm really trying to do, has been a struggle. Additionally, like trying to fit in time to have a date or even just like a conversation with my husband, because he also works a lot of jobs. Like, we're both like very self-motivated people. And so we are like 2 ships in the night. Thankfully, we both work from home. And so like we can see each other and be like, hey bud, like how's it going? You know, and like talk to each other while we're here. But like all of this is like everything on my list. And I'm sure I even like have forgotten some stuff during the day or whatever, but like there's so much just happening all the time. And I keep repeating things like, oh, it's gonna slow down soon. Like, whatever, it's totally not. Oh, and I forgot to also mention we have ducks, and so we have duck chores to do as well, which is like changing out their water, making sure they have food, putting them away at night so they don't get eaten by things, and oh my goodness. So yes, life is wild. And in the past, I would not come back to my planner. I would like put it to the side and be like, nope, too overwhelmed for this, can't do it. And then my life would fall apart. I keep coming back to my planner and my plans because part of it is it gives me like a tiny piece of control. If you are unfamiliar with people with anxiety, or if you are not one, we like to control things. Not in like a bad way, but like I think I get comforted anyway by knowing like what's in front of me, what's happening, what I can expect, that kind of thing. And so my planner gives me that piece. So when my life is feeling like just an absolute dumpster fire, writing stuff down, even if I don't do it all, or if I use like a ton of rescheduled stickers or something, makes me feel like I have a handle on at least like something in my life. Like my planner looks pretty, it's organized, even if the rest of my house is a tornado, or if my kids are struggling, or if we weren't able to get to homework, or if we forgot to return library books or whatever, or if I have to run out at 5 in the morning because I forgot that we had spirit day, or the other day it was spirit day and then my son's like knee started hurting, so we had to like run out and get a knee brace and all the things. So it makes me feel like I have a handle on at least something. It also helps me keep track of my brain, which you're probably like, what the heck are you even talking about? Even if I didn't finish a task though, like it helps me like seeing it written down, and it helps me to remember like what I intended to do. And sometimes like that is enough, because I can like recognize what I was able to get to, and then I can maybe plan better next week, or I can move tasks around, or I can move things from day to day if I have less busy days. So it really helps me to track like what's going on with my brain and like what I am able to take on in the future as well. So that's really helpful. Like sticker time, like, I don't know, like being able to hang out in here and like grab out a beautiful kit, and even like shopping for kits, honestly, like it's so fun. I don't know what it is, like what part of like my brain is getting scratched by these beautiful stickers, but like something like this where it's a more creative space, this is like sticker therapy. Like, and even writing down things like trash day in a really cute little font, it still makes me feel so good, because I open this up and I'm like, it's so beautiful. It just makes me so happy. But if I write down that full laundry and I ignore it for 3 days, mind your business. And then I like to give myself permission to plan imperfectly. So we talked about this a little bit in a previous video about like failing in our planners and stuff, but I just want to remind you guys in this one as well that if we're not using our planner perfectly, like there's this idea, especially in the planner community and like the creative community, that we're like failing. So if we're not living up to like Instagram standards or other content creator standards, we're failing. And I just want to give you like a little bit of a heads up, because I know some of those content creators personally, well, not personally, but like I've talked to them before and I have heard things. This is all alleged. I don't want to like stir up any drama, but some of them, not all of them, there are some real ones out there, but some of them, they're just making those spreads for the camera. No lie, that's what's happening. And it's quite obvious, I think, that we could all probably name a few. I will not do that because I don't want that smoke. I don't want any drama. I don't want to accuse somebody if I'm wrong, but at least that's what it looks like. It's a lie that to use your planner perfectly, or if you don't use your planner perfectly, then you're failing. That is a complete lie. You don't have to use every sticker. You don't have to fill out every day. You don't even have to finish the week if you can't. You are not failing. You're just a human being. I used to feel really guilty when I would get like, when I would like waste my spreads per se. Now I see them as like a record of what was happening at that time. Like if I have something in here and it's completely blank, that can be okay. Or it can be an opportunity for me to like, when I have time, go back and do kind of like some memory keeping and like think about, you know, what were we doing on this day, and like really like reflecting on how things went after they happened. When my days are blank, I was probably overwhelmed. And I think like, especially because I plan on keeping my planner, I feel like that's like worth documenting too. And then like, I guess as a whole, why I keep coming back, even in my worst week, I keep planning because it grounds me, right? It gives me a minute to sit and be quiet. It honestly quiets my mind for a minute. So it grounds me. It really does. And it gives me space to reflect. Like I said, even if I don't fill everything out perfectly and I want to go back and fill stuff out, I can. And then I have that opportunity to reflect. Like we talked about before, it gives me opportunities to notice patterns in how I actually live, and not just like what I want to, or how I want to live and how I want to appear. It gives me like kind of a reality check of what I am able to handle. Like I sometimes just really want to be like a Pinterest mom. Like I want to take on everything. I want to be like this perfect stay-at-home mom that does everything and, you know, bakes cookies from scratch for kids' birthdays. And I'm just not that. Like that's not me. I wish that sometimes that I could be that organized or that I enjoyed doing those things, but I really just, I don't. And I wish I did, but my planner like helps me to reflect on that as well, and not even just in like the areas of motherhood. Like it lets me reflect on like how I want to be as an employee in work, and it helps me reflect on how I want to show up here and that kind of thing. My planner was actually like a big catalyst in me being able to feel more comfortable and like speaking out on things and having more of these like real talk chats with you guys. I wanted to be able to use this space in a different way because what I was posting before wasn't resonating with very many people, and I feel like we can all see a change in how things are resonating, and I think that's really, really cool. I don't always just want to be productive. I don't want to plan to be productive. I don't want to be productive all the time. I don't want that toxic productivity or like work culture. Sometimes I plan and the goal of it is just to process, just to like be with my thoughts. And sometimes I plan because the stickers are really cute, okay? Like sometimes like that is the only reason why I'm planning. So if you're in a season where your planner looks like a mess and you're trying to compare yourself to everyone online, you are not alone. I am right there with you. And even though I show up here and I put cute stickers in my planner and I have a really good system now, I honestly am right there with you. I can even like, if you guys are interested in seeing, like I could take you along on a week with me and like show you what happens like as I'm planning. You'll probably see more than what I would actually do because when I do have that sense of like accountability when I'm on camera, but like I could try to show you as real as possible with very limited cuts and, you know, just showing you if I was able to show up that day or if I wasn't, that kind of thing. If that's something you're interested in, let me know. And I'll probably keep planning through the madness, through the chaos, everything, because honestly, it helps. Like, we don't want to throw away our tools when we really need them, because when life is a mess, like that's when we need our tools the most, I feel like. And a lot of us just like put these down because we're like, I just can't, like I have to focus in, really laser focus on what I have to do, or like what's really bothering me, or like what is chaotic in my life. But just try to use your tools, even like if you have to get rid of all the stickers and like just write things down. Some people even suggested in other videos of mine that, you know, they were just in a season of life where all they could do was a notebook and that was enough for them. So that might be something that you look at if things are super chaotic. It also really matters that we're in our planners, even when it doesn't look like it does. Our planners are really important to us. Again, they're really tools. I know that my planner is important to me, and I would guess that yours is as well. And I just wanted to say, like, if this resonated with you in any way, I would love for you to leave a comment down below. We talked about this at the beginning, but I would love to hear about like what keeps you planning through the mess. Like, how do you stay in your planner when life is crazy or chaotic, or when something is, you know, really hard for you? Or do you find that you take those breaks? Like, what does that even look like for you? So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are absolutely wonderful, and I am so thrilled that you're here. I love having this opportunity to just sit and chat with you. You guys are the best. So thank you so much for being here. If you're new here, hi, my name is Caitlin. I would love it if you would hit that red subscribe button down below and follow along. I hope that if you have blank spaces in your planner, or if you've missed a couple of weeks, that you're not being too hard on yourself and you are just like being awesome and knowing that, you know, life happens. So thank you again so much for being here. And if you would like to find me anywhere else, you can find me on Instagram at creatinginchaos_official. You can also find me on TikTok at creatingin_chaos. If you are one of my current subscribers, thank you so much, whether you just arrived or whether you've been here for the beginning and this evolution and all of that I'm going through currently. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. And here's your internet hug for the day. And what else? Oh, if you want to support any of my current projects, I have soft launched my Patreon, so it is live if you would like to become a member. There are also a la carte services, and basically the purpose of that Patreon is to work together on social media. So if you are a small shop owner, if you are a content creator, if you are any of those things, I don't know everything, but I do this channel, but I also have worked in the corporate side of social media marketing marketing, and I have some tips and tricks from that experience and from this experience that I would love to help you take a deeper dive and maybe help you to be more successful than you currently are, if that's something you need help with, or help you identify areas where either your YouTube channel, your Instagram account, or any of your socials could potentially grow and benefit yourself or your business in any other ways. So I would love to collaborate on those kind of things. So feel free to check out my Patreon. That is linked down below. And I do have a podcast coming, and the Instagram page is ready to rock. So I have that linked down below as well. And I am super, super hoping that by the time this video goes live, there is at least one item on my Mercari shop that is a Happy Planner related item. I am working diligently to get those up. I am so, so sorry, but you guys have heard the list of stuff I have going on. So I hope you'll forgive me for not being able to get all of those photos taken. I want this stuff out of my basement as much as you want it inside of your house. So I am working really hard to make that happen, and I hope that you guys can be patient with me, and I hope that I can get that to you. If not in this video, I'm hoping the next one. Fingers crossed. I don't want to promise anything, but I am getting there as quickly as I can. So thank you again for all of your love and support. And with that, you guys, by the way, have fun today.